Minor major 7 makes you listen to music. It's not easy sound to swallow. You have to understand the situation where you're placing it and why you're doing it. So it creates a specific mood, yes. Is the mood appropriate to what you're trying to achieve? Yes, maybe no. If no, you go for something else. If yes, you dig deeper. Your ear training, fingering, inversion, and the relationships between these notes, because they will change constantly, all the time. They allow you, or they challenge you in a way that you have no choice but to carefully listen and evaluate the impact they make on that specific area in music you're trying to develop. When it comes to left-hand comp, things are getting even more interesting, because now we are dealing with a different kind of clusters, different relationships, and different intervals between notes, what allow you to create a new, fresh sound, which doesn't have to be classical. You can turn it into a model, no problem, very fast. There is an interval involved in this exchange called augmented fourth. And hopefully it's not an easy interval to kind of apply and listen and kind of look for. However, after a while, you are going to seek for it, because it's powerful, it's addictive, it's kind of a new, fresh, right? What could turn any music piece you try to present to the world unique and one of the kind. Exactly. Minor major 7 chord gives us a tremendous opportunity to alter chords where already exist in our music. You have to be careful, however, because if we are talking about a 2-5-1 progression base of minor dominant 7 into major, okay, so I'm thinking I'm gonna alter that final destination, which is major, into minor major 7. But you have to be careful, because sometimes if you go from positive, vibrant move of major and you try to introduce the minor as a resolution, this thing could backfire on us. So you have to be careful how you use it and where to place it. Turns out this dominant 7 chord with tension 9th and 13th wants to be resolved on some kind of major sound. So now, if you think about altering that last piece, I could maintain that major sound and add sharp 11. Okay, so this transition is gonna give us a much stronger result than just going from major into the minor and just be sad, because the sadness just shows up out of nowhere. It's like, it's not related to what I'm trying to say. However, if you decide the same D minor 7 becomes G7 flat 9 flat 13th, now it makes perfect sense, right? So you have to be careful how you kind of connect. Context in music is everything. So context continues. Now, if I decide to go for tension 13th with flat 9th, this suggests the major third in the end. The last thing you want to do is to kind of drop it, because it's gonna deliver a different flavor. Okay, so we already established that the dominant 7 with tension 9th and 13th. Look, so basically the minor major chord doesn't have that E. Got the E flat. We could keep both. However, this A suggests not minor major 7 but minor 6. We talk about it, and this is a huge influence. So now I've got two members of the dominant 7 chord what actually don't fit well into that transition, what I'm trying to achieve, because I want to include major 7 and flat 3. Okay, so I can find these in dominant 7 flat 9 flat 13th, no problem. Okay, now I can always alter the whole progression by adding a 2 minor 7 flat 5. What leads me already to this dominant 7 flat 9 flat 13th, and then and all of a sudden, we've got this tremendous use of this chord. You've got a sad piece, and it goes and goes and goes and goes, and all of a sudden, you've got this dominant 7 and results on a C minor 7 chord. So F minor 7, G7 flat, 13 flat 9th. And instead of doing a minor 7 chord, so it could be a beautiful finishing of your music piece, right? But in the end, you can substitute that minor chord with minor major 7. Okay? So we are talking about spicing things up. This minor major 7 gives us, this major 7 gives us like an extra spice in music. So instead of ending up playing like A minor 7 in it, so, and it's about to resolve, but instead of A minor 7, you do A minor major 7. Okay, so little tiny alteration, and this alteration changes everything. Okay, so I'm thinking endings, I'm thinking substituting some kind of minor tonic with this major tonic, depend of the circumstances and your chord's progression. Royal Composer provides students around the world with detailed musical knowledge.
Let's take the challenge out of building chords. I will show you the way.
Our signature course, Chord World, teaches you how to build chords in music. We are talking about triad 7 chords and tensions with all the inversions, 21st century stuff. With a little bit of effort, topics such as 7 chords or tensions could become your favorite topics. The Chord World provides everything you need to know about the chords in music from A to Z. No matter what style of music you create, our powerful, detailed video presentations will help your music production. If you are serious about the music creation, check out Chord World. We are here to support you and your music.